Hey there, Papa's Posse. Don't forget about that QR code. Take you to my eBay, YouTube, and Instagram page.
Where the booming heavens roar, you'll behold in breathless wonder the God of thunder, Mighty Thor.
Welcome back to the channel there, Papa's Posse. Once again, it's time for Papa's Comic Books, coffee, and more. Okay, today's reading is The Mighty Thor, number 369, 75 cents back in 1986. Title of this story is For Whom the Bells Toll. It's by Walter Simonson and Sal Buscema. Now, don't forget, before we begin, this book and others are available on my eBay page, Papa's-Comic-Books. Please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And leave me a comment. Tell me what you thought about it. Okay, let's get right into it. For whom the bell tolls, Balder the Brave, who has been chosen to rule Asgard, is missing. Thor hasn't found his friend yet, but in a mysterious castle in the sky in distant corner of Asgard, he has located some other goodies. Welcome to our humble abode, my lord. I am called Un. My sisters Gertha and Kassi and I are most anxious to make your acquaintance. We seldom get visitors here in the castle, and never such a handsome one. Your great hammer proclaims that you must be the son of noble Odin, none other than Thor, the thunder god himself. Will you not set yourself down at the table and share this simple repast? The way to the castle is long, and those who travel here are usually weary from their journey. My thanks, lovely ladies. In truth, I am somewhat fatigued. Though my weariness owes less to my journey and more to the fact that I have but lately worn my belt of strength, a cup for your tired guests. But I am not so fatigued that I cannot smell the sorcery about this place. And you cup fairly reeks of it, yon cup. My thanks, ladies, but I quenched my thirst before I arrived. But tell me, have you seen aught of the noble silver-haired warrior I seek news of, by the golden spires of Asgard? What ails this chair? In another moment I shall be crushed against the stone, but I am so powerless, victim drugged with drink, and Mjolnir, the hammer of Thor, shall greet the ceiling for me. An unseemly trick to play upon a guest, but I deem that tricks are the better part of the feast of this castle. Now, my ladies, let us speak more plainly. Anar, help! A madman threatens us. Who dares to threaten the ladies of Anar? What? Fear nothing, my ladies. The brigand, shall receive the treatment he deserves, and thine honor shall be avenged. The matter grows more dangerous. This warrior is no mere novice, but a seasoned fighter who moves with the grace of a god. But I can, if I can, but blind my for a moment. His shield parried the missile of the speed of light. Surely no one moved so quickly in all of Asgard, save only Hermod and Balder himself. And Hermod is yet in the Golden City. Is it possible I have found my missing comrade, only to perish beneath his merciless blade? If this is truly Balder, he has been captured by the sorceries of this cursed place and means to fight to the death. But even Balder cannot fight without a solid footing. Ooh. Thrang, Balder, my comrade, how can I break the spell that binds you? And more importantly, how can I stop you? When here in Asgard, you are immune to all weapons, even mine. Balder is ours, thunder god, body and soul. And when Thor hesitates, the Shining One will slay you. But what are these that Balder wears? 3 watches and 3 tokens. Perhaps here is where the answer lies. Mighty though I am no match for Balder's speed, and my hands will never be able to wrest these treasures from him. But though I bow to Balder in speed and grace, I bow to no one, friend or foe in power. Come forth, you lightning, and you thunder. Come forth and answer the sorceries of this place. Strike the tokens he wears, and strip him of their glory. Oh, 'tis done. He is freed, and I shall hold these beauties till we see what powers they possess. But may the Norm strike me dead if I have harmed my oldest friend. Balder, are you all right? Oh, Thor, is that you? I feel as though I have just awakened, and yet, perchance I dream, for I see a beard where formerly I saw a chin. Then you are indeed awake. The beard is new, and it is real. I will explain later. And you? I remember this castle now, and these sorcerers. They gave me gifts of thanks for saving their lives, and caused me to forget not only my honor, but all that I hold dear. What manner of creatures are you that you would strip a man of his memory, and keep him a prisoner of pleasure, though he knew it not? Handsome Balder, be not angry with us. Well, we have lived here long alone and lonely, that we could not help but love thee. Is there any woman anywhere who would blame us for wanting to keep the gift that the gods had sent us? Will you not forgive us for the sake of the love we bear thee? In truth, the three of you are prettier than any maids Thor has seen for all his roaming across the 9 worlds. Then perhaps there is still time to work our will upon these gods. Thor, I would be glad if I could bring thee pleasure, Lord. Gertha, thou art as delicate as the dove that flies across the morning meadows. But I learned from a lady named Laura Lee never to trust a drink or an appearance. That was a while back, but Thor's memory is pretty good. About 8 hours you're remembering Rafi. Let me band thee, little dove, with this ring, and see exactly what manner of bird we have before us. Puts it on it. Oh. If indeed there is magic in the ring, perhaps it will disrupt the sorcerers of the ladies. Gah. We are discovered. Gartha has forgotten herself and resumes her true appearance. Then let the game end now. Death, death to the Asgardians. Come, my pretties, let us embrace each of you in turn. Oh, look at how ugly they are. Troll hags, deadliest of the underground race. Who would have looked for them here in the sky? Grunk. Gertha, quickly, cause I slay Balder, and I shall kill thee before his thrice accursed hammer returns to his hands. What, Balder, have you lost the taste for my kisses when once you were such an attentive lover? Perfidious demon, only through stealth and magic have you won your victories, and now you have lost both. Come closer, and taste Mjolnir's wrath. Another moment, Thunderer, and you'll join your partner, your father in oblivion. You have nowhere to run, Balder. This castle will be your tomb. I am surprised to find troll hags from the depths of the earth living amongst the light of the sky. Light is usually a troll's bane. Have you seen the sun close up? What? It hurts, makes him stop. You shrink before the light, but do not turn to stone as you do with weaker cousins. Your troll magic is strong indeed. As is your friend Balder, for I have never seen this trick before. But now is the moment to settle these demons who prey upon the innocent passerby. Let the floor of the castle be rent asunder. Help me. I cannot help my balance, Aye. 40 perish the slayers of the innocents, the enemies of Asgard. May the castle now become a haven of peace. But it is peace always to be bought at the cost of life. Thor, surely the fates have bound us to a web of tragedy. I'll shed no tears for the troll hag, yet amidst this sorcery I stand before a puzzle. You did not seek to slay the hags, and that is Balder's way. But I have known Balder better than the brother, and never have I seen him play such a trick with light. It is something new, Thor. I learned it when I met the Frost agents. They liked it no better than the trolls. So I would imagine it is fine trick, but perhaps not so pleasing to the eye as the beard you sport. Have you decided to look more like the Thor of mortal legends? But as Thor grins, we turn for the moment to a suburb of Chicago, the end of a busy day. Oh, Mom, I meant it, you rascals. Get in here this minute. I want the floor of your room picked up before you sit down to supper. And be sure you wash up before you come to the table. What would your daddy think if he saw that stuff all over the rug? Oh, Mom, it's all Jeff's stuff. Liar Bill was playing Africa Core again. I don't care whose stuff it is. It better all be cleaned up before you eat. Nice, kids. You got there, Ruby. What? Real nice. Glad to see you done okay for yourself while I was away. Who? Now don't close that door too fast, Ruby. We wouldn't want to startle the neighbors, would we? Who are you, mister? What do you want? Just a chat for old time's sake. Why don't you send the kids to their room, Ruby? They got some cleaning up to do, don't they? You boys run along and straighten up your stuff. Supper will be ready directly. You're not very friendly, Ruby. We are more than friends once, Ruby. Thug Thatcher and you was like more than friends. Get your hands off me. If you've got something to say it and get out. You dumb broad. I ain't taking no lip from my ex Molly. And she slaps him. You're crazy, or I'm going to call the cops. I don't believe it, but I can see it in your eyes. You really don't remember me, do you? This is more of Thor's dirty work. He ruins my life, sends me to prison, and takes away my girl's memory. Well, he's going to live to regret it, because I know the magic words, Jane Foster. And you're going to help me, honey, or those two boys of yours will be needing iron lungs. Meanwhile, below the castle in the sky, 'tis time we were away. The golden realm has awaited her new ruler long enough. And her king would never have returned, but for the son of Odin himself. My thanks, Thor, and my apologies. I fear my victory over the frost giants was too heady a brew. I should never have sought one last adventure. 'Tis no less than anyone about to take up the shackles of government might have done, Balder. And the tokens? What say they return with us to Asgard and be given the Alaric, the Warlock, for safekeeping? A wise decision, my friend. Let us delay our departure no longer, but take to the open road in haste. I pray you, noble sirs, stay thy going but a moment longer. 'Tis the old peddler woman whose wiles brought us to this castle originally. You'll find no victims to gloat over this time, mother. The troll magic is undone. Not all of it, good sirs, for I am as much a victim as you are yourselves. Long have I awaited deliverance, but bound as I was to the troll hags, I could not speak. I could only send brave men to their doom and stand mute. For once I was as fair as the false forms of the troll hags, and they could not forgive me for it. But they are no more, and if you pluck yonder flower, the final spell shall be broken. More sorcery, I'll warrant. Balder, stand you back. Thy life has already been at hazard enough for one adventure. And he plucks it. Oh, oh, oh! She's turning into something. I am myself at last. Oh, my gracious lords, I thank thee both. With that, I could embrace thee together to express my joy in soul. My Lord Thor, may I not return to Asgard with you and the Lord Balder? My home is long since vanished, and I have nowhere to turn. Well, I have just had a very interesting thought. The castle in the sky still soars above the clouds. Please, my lord, could this mean that perhaps the final spell of the troll magic has yet to be undone? After all, I would be in no trouble, and this could be it. Balder! No! Uh-oh, what happened? Grr! A troll mother greater than any I have ever seen. I think we have at last pierced the final enchantment, as her treacherous blade was about to pierce your heart. Beware, Balder, she strikes without mercy. Fear not, she shall not touch me. You are still doomed, though. The ring has undone my shape. I have not forgotten who my enemies are. Uglitha needs no weapon. Uglitha? To kill two godlings? Could you fulfill these empty boasts, the enemies of the gods would sing your praises indeed. Arr! I shall shatter your bones and suck the marrow dry, wretched Enguardian. And we shall see if mine are empty boasts. Do your worst, another of evil Thor stands his ground. The two of you have slain my husband and my daughters. I warned them that Balder the Brave was no one to trifle with, and that he should be slain the same as all the other heroes who entered the gates of the castle to be seduced by the beauty within. But no, they were not content with that, but would have kept him for themselves. They must disobey their mother and play the games of love with the slayer of their father, as though they were merely mortals themselves. Fools! But still, they were my daughters, and they shall be avenged. First you, and then Balder, shall fall before the mother's fury. Her great bulk pins my arms. Oh, no! I must gird myself for the supreme effort before it is too late. Now you die, Thunderer! My eyes, that burning light! Balder's brilliance hath blinded her. This is the moment when my strength shall free me from her gargantuan body. It's done. Now there shall be an ending to this madness. Let the hammer of Thor bring down the house of Uglitha forever. Crash. At last I can see again. Where are the what? No! The ground trembles, and the sound of the thunderous avalanche carries to the far-off mountains as tons of shattered mortar and stone come tumbling out of the sky. 'Tis done. There was no other way, Balder. The foes of Asgard are as implacable as the march of time. I know, Thor. Would that, if it were not so, but so it has ever been, so it shall ever be. What? Tell me, Thor, are you sorry that you are not riding home to become the legit lord of Asgard? That is the question, Balder, I have been asking myself since first I proposed your name to the great Althing. And if I had taken the throne, I would have had to have given up adventures such as this. I rode wide-eyed into the honey trap of the castle because I was sorry to give up such things. But after this, I think perhaps being king would not be a bad idea. I might make less of a fool of myself. Or perhaps only a different kind of fool. Indeed. But no doubt you will show me which knife to use at the state banquets. It is good to see you again, Balder. What say we have that drink for Scourge? The last one through the great gate of Asgard shall pay for it. The hammer strikes. All righty. Well, that was The Mighty Thor, number 369 from 1986. I hope you enjoyed that reading. Don't forget this book and others are available on my eBay page, Papa's-Comic-Books. Okay, and as Papa and Thor and Baldur always say,
That was easy.
until next time, Papa is out.